Yo, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy AT from AT's Barstool, and I'm here with Dickinson's own wide receiver slash DB, Jahfarri Payne from
Yeah,
right now. So how you been, man?
chilling, man, on the podcast. First episode, chilling.
Type first official episode. It's gonna be a good one, man. We gonna do this for about probably I don't know, but probably for about a good probably 15, 20 minutes, maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah, all right, bet. I'm here, man. AT got me on here. Let's
Mhm.
make it happen.
Yeah. So today's first topic, we're gonna talk about your opinion on next year for Dickinson's team in the 25-26 season. How do you feel about it?
I feel like I'm gonna do my thing. I just hope that, because we're not gonna win every game. Like, I'm gonna just do my part, uh, try to develop myself and our team develop as well. I'm just looking forward to having a better season than usual. Like, as we're not gonna be the best, but like we're gonna put up points, fight, do what we can, and just play with heart.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah. I mean, this year's schedule already came out like what, couple weeks ago, I think, maybe a month ago, I think it was. Yeah.
So how you think this season gonna go, man?
And I think it's gonna go pretty well. You know, if we get, establish a line, I go back to my old position and we just work hard, do what we got.
Just like we gotta be humble, man.
Yeah, especially the fact that some of these schools they already losing some of their key players due to transferring, from what I've heard, all over Delaware so far.
Cause y'all know me, man. Send y'all best DB, man. Y'all know me.
So yeah, best TV. Yeah.
So what the schedule looking like?
So right now, let me just pull it up. I can't really show them, but I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Shit. Hold on. So first game of the year, we don't have our scrimmages yet, but August 29th will be the first game of the season. Friday, 6 p.m. at Dickinson against the Tower Hill School.
All right.
And mind you, they just lost their best receiver due to going to Sally's. He went on to go to Sally's and all that. So that'll be a 6 p.m. game. I honestly
Well,
think,
I was gonna have him locked.
yeah, I honestly think that's going to be a good game. Probably defensive battle a little bit. Probably could see us barely getting on top there. Yeah, I think that'll be a good one though. Even though, you know, the second game, St. Andrew's School, we play them. Oh, almost at February. September 5th, Friday at 4 p.m. That, another 1A school just like us, not that good, just like us. And if we have a good line and, have good skill players too, outside from you and Ben and all them, I could definitely see us winning that game by at least 30. Then Del Castle,
Solid.
yeah. Then Del Castle, that'll be the next game. We got a whole bunch. Well, every game is going to be on a Friday. This game will be at Dickinson. They do have a really good running back in class of 26, Ramir Berry, who also I think plays safety too a little bit. Yeah, he's
Whoever that
really
is.
good. Yeah, he's a really, solid player from what I've seen. And yeah, I think that would be a good game too. If we can stop them, then I think we could definitely win that game. Now the next,
Really just having a quarterback.
yeah, and then The fourth game of the year, probably going to be one of our tougher games of the season, will be against Polytech at 7. And I think that would probably be one of our only few losses of the year. And they just moved up to the 2A divisions. So, yeah, at their place. What you think about that game?
Uh, like you were saying, you was right. Probably gonna be one of our hardest games. They moved up, but I'm gonna do my thing. Everybody else gonna do what they can. Anything can happen, so never know.
Yeah, I feel you. Now, this next one, it's going to be personal, really personal, especially the fact that we were supposed to really win this game, especially, yeah, we lost to them on homecoming. Early college, that'll be September 26th, 6 p.m. Probably one of my better games of the year, this previous season. Also, I think that was also a solid defensive game you had there too, including an interception on your resume. How you feel about that one?
Like about that game,
Yeah,
I just feel like we came down there too confident, and we just gotta stay humble and play our game. Don't play down to our competition, and don't get too in our head and over hype.
yeah. Especially due to the fact that everybody, the whole state expected us to beat them in a blowout, and we pretty much disappointed that game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
And then the next one, we did lose this game on senior night. It'll be against St. Elizabeth at Dickinson once again for a second straight year. Honestly, I think every time we play this team, we just get blown out. It's
But I feel like we just gotta be confident because they was light. They low key light, bro. We just gotta play our game. Like we just gotta play, bro. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, that was also another brutal loss, which we lost to them 3 years in a row in terrible fashion to end the season.
Hmm.
Yeah. Then the next game that we'll be playing is Brandywine High School. That'll be a Friday 6 p.m. game at Brandywine. Not really familiar with them, of their game or whatever.
I
But
mean, I'm pretty sure they was in the playoffs.
yeah, they was in the playoffs, and I think they blew out Christiana, I think 38-0, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
Yeah, apparently they have one really good receiver down there. I don't know if he's going to be graduating or not, but that's also going to be another tough 1A game for us. So yeah, nothing much said about Brandywine.
Solid.
Yeah. Then after that, it will be our biggest game, if not our biggest game of the year. Big rivalry game coming up against McCain Highlanders, mm, October 24th. And that'll be a 6 p.m. game. That'll be our homecoming game and one of our last two home games. How do you feel about it?
We gotta get that. If it's backyard, bro, we gotta get our trophy back, man. Like, they not even like that, bro. Like I hate them. I hate them, bro.
Yeah. Especially seeing that, you know, they have McCain all over that trophy since 2000. It's crazy. We're only in there for like 3, 4 times, if I'm not mistaken, including the year before.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
definitely gotta get it back, bro. They not even like that.
Yeah. Especially they're losing a bunch of seniors. They are probably next year probably going to come through a phase kind of like what we did when we lost a whole bunch of seniors the year before and we took them down at our place. We should definitely get that dub, and yeah, the rest is history. Then, which this will be me and you and every other senior who, well, up and coming senior, who I've pretty much been with at Dickinson since freshman year. Senior night, man. Last home game. It's going to be me, you, other guys too, such as Rashid, Michael, Brady. Pretty much that whole class of 26 last game at Dickinson against Concord High School. How are you feeling
Like
about that?
that should be honestly an easy win, bro. Their program is just going downhill as we speak. But you never know what can happen. They working like we are, so it's gonna be another game.
Yeah. Should be a pretty solid game from us if we can play our part. And we'll just see what the dominoes fall, where they fall at.
But
And
what you think, like what is your goals going into next season?
goals. Man, my goals for next year, especially at the running back spot, since I'm going back, probably just ball out. Hopefully, clip 1,000 yards in this 1A division and make all conference, all state, and hopefully get an offer.
I
You know?
agree. I agree.
Yeah. And then on the defensive side, just probably just hit. Usually do what I do. Eclipse at least 20 some tackles, which I didn't eclipse last year. And just ball, man. Wherever they put me, linebacker, DN, D tackle, don't matter.
I feel you, AT. Chill, chill, AT.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, man. That's really it for that Concord game. And then our last game, November 7th, 2025, 6 p.m. Friday. It'll be against AI, and I'm guessing that'll be their senior night. That was our one and only win from the previous season. And what do you think about it?
That should be an easy win, bro.
Yeah,
But like I said, you never know what can happen. You gotta be humble, be ready all times.
yeah, definitely. And honestly, if I had to just like look from the outside from a player's POV, and I look at the schedule, I'd probably say our ceiling is a good 7-3. I can see, I can definitely see that. I can, yeah, something we can all get behind. And then our floor, it could probably be 4-6, if not 3-7, if we don't meet expectations. Because a lot of stuff happened. We don't know what happened. Anything could happen,
Yeah.
really. Especially last season where we lost, starting quarterback Ben Johnson due to a collarbone injury 2 games in, and Michael Brown, which he was suspended for a couple games, came back, played well, and then got injured again, which he came back and tore his ACL, which was a horrific injury.
hmm Especially since he was a starting corner.
Yeah, and probably was one of our better ones outside from you,
Mhm.
obviously, and Kion.
Who you
But
think so about the quarterback situation? Like, what you think is gonna happen?
what I think is going to happen, it's probably, I don't know.
You think Rashid ready?
Uh, Man, he would have to like really work because last year it was his first official year, becoming a quarterback, got to start a couple games. So I definitely think that he will have the experience under his belt. And talent wise, I definitely think his arm talent will improve. And I feel like it will improve a lot from last year. That's one thing I could see. On top of that, his mobility,
Yeah.
especially due to the fact is his last season at Dickinson. And yeah, and then Ben, man, that kid, if he just lock in and just,
Really just lock in because you
yeah,
know.
work hard, do his thing, stay healthy and all that, even though he is one of our fastest runners and is thinking about moving to receiver, I definitely think he'll be a really good quarterback for us in the near future for the next couple years. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. And also another topic I do want to talk to you about. This is outside from football, and it's the basketball team for Dickinson. How do you think the 25-26 season is going to be, especially due to the fact we're losing a whole bunch of seniors? We're only about 6 returning players at best.
All right, so about that, I feel like y'all just gotta be ready like now. Like y'all gotta get ready now. Y'all is losing two of the best top 25 players in the state. It's Amir Crawford and Jair, right? I feel like y'all just gotta step up and be ready. Y'all can't act like young boys no more. Y'all actually gotta come to play. Like there's no more JV, there's no more freshmen and all that. So really just grind off season. We'll grind now, but grind off season, and just be ready to play.
Okay, I like that too. Yeah, same thing here, man. You know,
Like y'all just gotta be ready to step up.
yeah. Yeah, honestly, for this team next year, especially due to the fact that we need somebody to step up leadership, and also our offense, I honestly think really needs to improve big time from us juniors and, up and coming players. That's
Hmm.
going to be on varsity next year. That's really all it is. Run the plays right, play defense, bring energy, all that type of stuff. We can do that. We can go to the playoffs this year, and we can go to the playoffs next year. Definitely can see that.
I definitely agree.
Hmm.
Y'all really just gotta be ready to ball out, bro. Especially Kamari. Like Mari gonna have to step up big time.
Yeah, especially the fact
Like
that we're 3-point shooters. So,
y'all can't be living in the fantasy world. Y'all gotta make it a reality. Lock in.
all right, I like that take. What is it right now? Cool. All right. Yeah, I could definitely see that. And also another thing I do want to hop on to is your prediction for the DIAA playoffs. Who do you think will be in the final four come basketball season? Well, it is basketball season, but like, in
I don't even know the I don't really know the top teams right now.
mm,
But
I,
like I think the best team right now is Sanford or something like that.
yeah,
Um I really couldn't even tell you right now. But I do think that we have a chance to make the final four, Dickinson. But it is a lot of teams going crazy right now and a lot of great players in the state.
yeah. Especially what I witnessed last night too, when live streaming that what's it called, Sally's in Middletown game. It was ridiculous.
Who won that game?
Sally's did game winner. It
Uh
was, yeah, it was. People say it's the game of the year. Do I think it was game of the year? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. There could be way better games I think of.
so how do you feel about conference for art for Dickinson basketball?
Our conference for Dixon basketball. Honestly, I think we got things. If we would definitely have to rely on a team like Howard to, lose games, especially to like teams like Glasgow or whatever. If they played them already, I don't think so. Yeah, Howard has not, or after. Never mind, they have. But yeah, we would have to really rely on a team like Howard to lose because if they lose a game or two in conference play, then we will be in the conference championship playing at St. Mark's against the winner of Flight A. And right
And
now,
y'all already played St. Mark's, which they won.
Yeah, they are not in our conference, but yeah, we will be playing the winner of whoever's at Flight A because Flight A is pretty much open for anyone. It could be
Hmm.
anyone's ball game. You got Appo, Penn, Middletown, St. George's, Odessa. Really good teams, man. So it could be a five-way for that, for sure. But yeah, um, and also another thing I do want to hop in is your opinion on these new conferences for football, back to football,
All right.
the realignments, and
Hmm.
yeah, how do you feel about the conference realignments, the new conferences?
Um, it's cool. Uh, it is like a lot of teams that went up and down. I do feel like I feel like 1A is easier. 2A got a little bit more comp, and 3A added Caravelle. And I do want to see what Caravelle's gonna do in 3A since they obviously can't lose. So it's
Yeah,
really just gonna be fun football to watch all year.
yeah, I think they really even out the playing field pretty well this year for conferences, especially in that
Yeah.
division. You got Newark Charter coming to the 1A for the first time playing varsity.
Hmm.
Yeah, it could be
I
anyone.
definitely agree. I definitely think it's pretty even. It's gonna be like they really like made it good. Like every team can go crazy.
Yeah, anyone's ball game.
Like didn't Tottenham move up, see what they can do, and yeah, see what everybody can do for real. Can they really play against comp?
Yeah, but also another thing too. I want your opinion on this. I want to
Hmm.
know about three people, in your opinion, from the Dickinson football team. Do you think it's going to have a breakout season, especially compared to last year?
All right, so I think that O'Meara is going to have a breakout season because my freshman year I didn't break out. My sophomore year I broke out. I think that he's going to have a chance to play more, and he has some experience. So I think that O'Meara is going to break out. You said how many players? Five or three?
Um, three, but you can do five. It don't matter.
All right. So O'Meara, I think that obviously you going to have a breakout season, especially coming in that running back. You've been in the weight room, you've been conditioning, you've been working off season. I know you're gonna be working. I definitely think you're gonna have a big impact on the defense, especially that you're gonna be a senior. You're gonna be starting almost every snap. I think that Rashid should have a breakout season if he puts his mind to it, doesn't give up, and actually puts the work in. Especially if he's gonna be quarterback. That's like our whole offense and everything. I think that Santi is gonna have a bigger and better season, especially since he's gonna be a junior and he's arguably our best lineman. He has to step up and be the best lineman. And then obviously me, I think I'm gonna have a breakout season, like bigger. I want to have two times the stats I have already. I want to just be the best player I can possibly be, so I can play at the next level. And everybody get an offer, how it go.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah,
So
especially due to the fact if how many catches you had last year?
like 29, I think.
29, and you had over 500 yards, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That's really good. If we can get you the ball, or Rashid, Ben, whoever's at quarterback next year, get you the ball more, catch the ball a little bit more. I'll definitely see you having about 800 to 1,000 yards and probably about 10 to 15 touchdowns, realistically.
I want to hear your take on this. What is your top five breakout players?
Breakout players. I'm not going to include
Oh,
myself.
actually forgot one. Excluding myself. I think that Josh Page should have a breakout season, especially since
But that's a good one.
he's gonna be a great corner if he learns technique and everything that he needs to learn. And Biz, our other corner, if he's coming back off his injury, he's got the. He's pretty much like a comeback player of the year, honestly. So I wouldn't put him in breakout category, actually. So you can go ahead.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah. For my breakout, including myself, first guy I definitely want to say is probably Ben. We didn't really get to see much from him last year, stuff with collarbone injury. But we got to see some flashes from the first two games and what he can do, especially with his mobility on the field when running the ball, you know. And on defense, he was not bad. He was hitting a little bit. Had some pretty good plays against Delmar.
Hmm.
And yeah, I could definitely see Ben, coming back his junior year and just balling out as a quarterback, receiver, DB, no matter.
He has a lot of speed as well.
Yeah, probably could even put him at return. And then the second guy, I definitely think is going to have a breakout year, especially due to the fact that he doesn't really have that much experience, but he got some experience last year. Wasn't really a starter, but well, not really a starter till like the end of the year. Is Chase Woodruff? I could
Hmm.
definitely see him. You know, freshman year didn't really play. Sophomore year, which was last season, he was all right. He didn't do bad. He just needed, lock in and just, work on stuff such as speed, get in the weight room a little bit. And I could see him as a pretty good linebacker, especially the fact that, he's going into his junior year. And I could definitely see him, going into his senior year in the future as the team captain for Dickinson.
Mm.
And he's shown that a little bit, in practice a little bit and probably a tad bit in game. So yeah, I could definitely see him as a starting fullback linebacker in the nearby future. And
Not
that,
bad.
and then the third person I definitely want to say is none other than Brady. Honestly, Brady, he's got some pretty solid potential, going into the senior year. It's
A lot
definitely,
of injuries.
yeah, if he can cut down on injuries and play a full season, which he hasn't since freshman year, I will definitely see Brady as one of those guys who can make plays on the O line and D line and, possibly even become all conference. Just all he has to do is stay healthy and he'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the third person, you know, I already talked about it once, which it's you, Jahfarri Payne right here. I already said it enough, defense, great defense, spectacular defensive player, really good down safety who can make plays. And yeah, and if you can play up top, play up top. And then on the offensive side, you know, catching the ball, route running is pretty good, especially breaking tackles and all that too. Because when you got the ball, you was miss breaking tackles, making people miss left and right. And you were scoring too a little bit. So yeah, especially due to the fact that we also are not going to have no crazy schedule or yeah. And honestly, I don't know any DB. I don't know any DB that could really stop you in 1A right now. So yeah, I could definitely see you have a breakout year this year or this upcoming season. And then the last person, but not least, this kid, first year, sophomore year, last year, he actually didn't do bad. I think he had about 3 sacks last year. Pretty solid offensive tackle. Adrian,
Mm.
that kid, he works hard. When he plays in the game, he works hard. In practice, he works hard. And just overall, he's just a hardworking player. And
Yeah.
I could definitely see him in the next couple years, become one of our best defensive linemen outside from Santi. And yeah, if he works on, his speed, getting off blockers, I definitely see him as a really dangerous defensive end in the future, despite being pretty undersized for the position. So yeah, that's my top five. And also, I do have one more honorable mention, and that is Elijah, the eighth grader, the one middle
Oh yeah.
schooler. Yeah, he
Mhm.
played first year, got in McCain, made a little bit of some plays, and then I think he got injured the game after. Yeah, I think it was the game
Mhm.
after he got hurt, and really wish we could see more of him next season, depending on if he comes back or not. And yeah, we'll just see how he does.
That was a good take.
Yeah. But yeah, we got this year's team or next year's team, they got, good potential. And we could have some pretty good players coming in too, transferring in or just freshmen.
Hmm.
So people don't know what Dixon can really do. And yeah, that's really it. Right. And with that being said, thank you guys for enjoying this video. And I'll see y'all next time on AT's Barstool. Jahfarri Payne, thank you for coming on to the stream. And I'll see y'all next week.
Of course, man. Appreciate you, AT. You
Hmm.
know, sing your best DB, man.
Yep, send your best DB, man. All right. Catch y'all later.